Hello there! No doubt, if you've been on the planet for the past 1.5 years, then you've probably heard about the 2024 Chevelle 70 SS, or if you've not, then I guess you've stayed in a cave for far too long. But welcome home, brother! The 24 Chevelle happens to be made not by Chevrolet, the original owners of the brand name, but by Trans Am Worldwide. We're not going to waste any time talking about what most people already know, so check out the link in the description to see exactly what kind of company Trans Am is, because today we're going to talk about some secrets. Secrets in this case meaning unknown ideas, views, or just that whole idea not being well understood of the 24 Chevelle no one tells you. We're going to break this down into the smallest details so everyone can follow along and digest. Let's dive in. 1. Limited availability. So you may or may not have heard this, but the 2024 Chevelle SS will be had, and I repeat, will be had exclusively through the Trans Am website. Now, a lot of people may not know this, but this on its own comes with frustrating issues, which we'll be talking about in a bit. So, while the exclusivity of being available only through Trans Am Worldwide's official website adds a sense of rarity to the 24 Chevelle, for those people out there who love owning rare stuff, it may limit its market reach. What do I mean? Now imagine potential buyers who prefer the traditional dealership experience or want to physically see and test the car before purchase. This approach might be deterred. For instance, the emergence of online platforms and direct sales strategies is one way which gradually tugs on the reliance on traditional dealerships. In the case of the 24 Chevelle, if Chevrolet were owners of this remake, let's imagine that for a minute, and heavily promoted online purchasing or neglects the showroom experience, buyers accustomed to visiting dealerships for a hands-on experience may find this shift less appealing. In fact, the inability to physically examine the car, test its features, and interact with dealership staff may discourage these buyers. And usually in such situations, there's only as good as a few alternatives, one being the testing of a similar car by the interested customer at a local dealership so they can grasp the performance capabilities of the desired car before going ahead to purchase one from the original website to get that particular car. But that's less than likely in this case because there exists only one make of this car owned by Trans Am, and it is unclear from all sources whether they offer sales services through other mediums apart from their primary one, being the website. However, this problem goes beyond the buyer as it extends to Trans Am Worldwide also. Usually, established automakers with widespread dealer networks often benefit from better market penetration. However, having limited availability through a single channel may hinder the Chevelle's visibility and accessibility, especially in regions without a strong presence of Trans Am Worldwide. This, I'm afraid, could cost the company a lot of customers, especially ones who prioritize the convenience of buying from a local dealership, getting hands-on support, and having a physical location for servicing. Anything else could create challenges for them in terms of after-sales service and maintenance, and that's something no one wants, you'll agree. Okay now, 2. Lackluster design updates. This is one I would have loved to be neutral on, but so much as I wanted to, I couldn't ignore the facts. And that's what I'll be stating here. Anything else will be left for you guys to decide upon. So, the design of the 24 Chevelle has faced criticism for lacking the boldness and iconic character of its predecessor, which in this case is the 70s Chevelle. This is evident in the minimal exterior changes that fail to capture the essence of a classic muscle car. For a vehicle with a legendary nameplate, the design updates are perceived as generic, lacking the revolutionary and captivating redesign expected at the premium price point. Now, reason I didn't want to come in here is because it's always down to personal preference. So while some people may feel one way about the car, others might love the fact it's retaining most of its iconic features with changes only slight in the shape, build, and overall styling. However, the exterior alterations are minimal nonetheless, with enthusiasts expressing disappointment over the lack of visual excitement that characterized the original Chevelle. This disappointment is magnified when considering the premium price attached to the car, raising questions about the justification for such a cost without corresponding design impact. What do you guys think? Are you fine with the design or does it need more modern touches? I'll leave you to decide that. Next, 3. Strong rivals. The new Chevelle faces tough competition in the muscle car segment, with strong rivals offering comparable or superior features and performance at significantly lower prices. The Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500, a top rival, is nearly half the price, but provides a broader range of customization options and better value for money. This stark contrast with competitors emphasizes the Chevelle's challenges in justifying its premium price. Delving deeper, the Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500, priced at around $76,820, poses a formidable challenge to the Chevelle by offering competitive features and performance at a considerably lower cost. For example, the base trim of the 24 Chevelle easily costs about $165,000 and comes with a 460 horsepower engine, which really is a total disappointment. And it only ever improves in power when you opt for higher options, spending $200,000 to $250,000 for the addition of the LS6X twin-turbo engine that generates 1,500 horsepower or a 396 compression ignition, 900 rear wheel horsepower engine upgrade. On the other hand, for a way lower price, the Mustang, with its 760 horsepower engine, easily beats the base trim of the Chevelle and competes well with the upper trims. I think the presence of more affordable alternatives with similar or better offerings makes it challenging for the Chevelle to establish a compelling value proposition for potential buyers. And even if they still buy, they have better options before them, though we can't talk about all of them. Anyway, please do like this video if you're finding it helpful thus far, so it can spread to more people out there. This could be the best way you can reward me for the long hours put into detailed research and production of this video. Thank you for doing that. So moving on, 4. Underwhelming interior. This, just like with the exterior, also depends on personal preference, but with the difference being that only 50% of the total we're going to discuss on the interior needs perspective. The rest are just discomforts that could have been otherwise avoided. It makes perfect sense that the 24 Chevelle had the 70s Chevelle as its benchmark, along with the Camaro. But sadly, the attempt at recreating that retro-inspired feel falls short of expectations. For one, the limited legroom and cramped rear seats are significant drawbacks, compromising comfort for both the driver and passengers. Moreover, the absence of premium materials and modern technology features diminishes the luxurious driving experience expected from a high-priced vehicle. And this is the part where many people would disagree, because it could be argued that the Chevelle wasn't meant to be modern and sophisticated, and anyone feeling that way should look somewhere else, right? But here's the fact: no matter the reason, the lack of premium materials and advanced features, including driver assistance systems, smartphone integration, and up-to-date infotainment, is seen as a missed opportunity to compete with rivals in the market. The limited legroom and cramped rear seats only add to that by hindering the car's suitability for long-distance drives and diminishing its appeal for those prioritizing passenger comfort. Now, at 5. Reliance on third-party modification. This is perhaps one of the most common problems that arise from the modification of a car by a third-party company. Likewise, Trans Am Worldwide's modification of the Chevelle raises questions about warranty coverage. Buyers may be cautious about potential conflicts between Trans Am's modifications and Chevrolet's original warranty terms, impacting their confidence in the vehicle's long-term reliability. What this means is simple. The 24 Chevelle is a modern reinterpretation of the classic model, an official Chevrolet product by Trans Am Worldwide and not from Chevrolet itself. As such, the warranty coverage may differ from that of the original Chevrolet warranty. This in turn could affect the trust purchasers will have on their new Chevelle, and perhaps compare it with what it could have been with Chevrolet at the helm. And that is never a good thing for any automaker, as seeds of doubt could be sown on the company's reliability and trustworthiness. Additionally, officially modified vehicles sometimes face challenges in terms of resale value compared to factory-produced counterparts. Potential buyers might be wary of investing in a car that might not hold its value as well as an officially recognized Chevrolet model would. Owners may encounter difficulties with service and maintenance, especially if the modifications are extensive, and finding qualified technicians familiar with Trans Am's alterations could be a challenge, potentially leading to longer downtimes and higher service costs. But here's another thing to consider.